everyone, in the previous video we connected our AWS RDS with MySQL Workbench. In this video we are going to look at the Flask part now. So let's see. So this is my Python file. I'm using PyMySQL to connect my SQL Workbench with my Python. So first we need to connect our MySQL Workbench. So to do this, we have .connect function in which the parameters are the host, port, user, password, and the database name. All right. So what I'm doing right now is I have another file, the Python credentials file, from where I'm importing all my parameters for this particular function. But you can directly put it here also. So here you put your endpoint link that you pasted while making the connection on your workbench. The port was 3306, so make sure you enter that. The username password was admin and admin respectively, and the database name was test. All right, so you can run this, so you know you're connected with your MySQL workbench. All right, so the next part is we need to create a table. So this particular lines will create a table for you. The name of the table is details. All right. So we have a function execute with the query that we need to pass. So the query is create table details with all the columns. All right. So I have already done this. So I will comment this out. After that, I have two functions, the insert details and the get details. All right. So I will be calling this function on my Flask app. So this particular function is going to insert all the details. So this is my query, insert into details, the name, email, comment, and the gender. All right, and we are also reading the details from the database and again pasting it in onto the front end. So the query for that is select star from the table. Right, now let's look at the Flask part. So this is my first route where you can see the form, and when the user clicks on insert, what's going to happen is based on the name that I have given in the form fields. So in the index.html, this is my form. All right, and I have given the names to particular input fields. So name, email, and the radio button name and the comment. All right, so this is what you're seeing it over here. So all the details the user has entered can be stored in different variables. All right, and after that I'm calling the insert details function that we just saw earlier. So to access this, you need to import that file first. So I'm importing the file, import RDS as a DB. So you can use that function. So db.insert details, and the details what that we need to insert is what the user has entered while filling the form, right? And after that, I'm again reading those details, right, from the database itself. So this for loop is going to give me the latest entry of the user. All right, and I'm storing that into a variable where, and after that I'm returning the index.html with that particular details of the user. All right, and you can use this where on your front end here. So this is what is printing over there. All right, so this is the entire var variable. All right, so this is how you read the data and insert the data into your AWS RDS. This is the workbench. So let's look at the data that we have. So I have only one user that I stored in the last video. So this is the simple insert and writing and reading operations in the database. So you can change the form now. So if you have a sign up page or a login page, you will be using similar concept to store the data into your database. All right. So this is what I wanted to show you in this particular video. I hope you you learned something new. If you like our content, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.